All right. Meanwhile, Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga and his running mate Martha Karua say they accept the Supreme Court verdict upholding President-Elect William Ruto's win, but do not agree with its decision. Advocates for the Azimio duo said some of the evidence they presented in court was not put into consideration and poked holes into the judgment. Odinga and Karua, in a statement to newsrooms, further said their fight for justice and democracy is still on. Our good friend Stephen Leto has more.
A few hours after the Supreme Court delivered its 36-page judgment, Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga made his stance known. Odinga and Karua, in a statement to newsrooms, said, quote, "We have taken note of the decision of the Supreme Court on the presidential election petition. We have always stood for the rule of law and the Constitution." Odinga and Karua said in the statement that they respect the opinion of the court, although they vehemently disagree with their decision made by the 7-judge bench. Odinga, in his statement, saying, quote, "Our lawyers proffered irrefutable evidence and the facts were on our side. Unfortunately, the judges saw otherwise. We find it incredible that the judges found against us all 9 grounds and on occasion resulted to unduly exaggerate language to refute our claims." End quote. Odinga's sentiments echoed by his legal team, who poked holes into the unanimous decision of the Supreme Court.
Without a fear of contradiction, that we do not agree with the decision of the Supreme Court. Like Al Gore, I will say we accept the decision, but we do not agree with it. And I'm saying this as a seasoned practitioner that courts sometimes make mistakes.
Odinga's legal team claimed that a huge chunk of their evidence presented to court was not put into consideration.
More than several of those cases, we had overwhelming evidence. As my senior counsel, Mr. Orengo, says, the servers were not opened. The involvement of the Venezuelans for a full month before, half a month before the elections and up to the 16th of August was not explained. No, it wasn't even offered. We perhaps are a little distressed on the over-reliance of a registrar's report that has no input from us.
In his statement, Odinga further told his supporters that the judgment was by no means the end of their movement. In fact, he said it inspires to redouble efforts to transform the country into a prosperous democracy where each and every Kenyan can find their full belonging. Odinga and Karua thanked their supporters and Kenyans across the country for standing with them. They said they will be communicating in the near future on plans to continue the struggle for transparency, accountability, and democracy.